Alright, people. Excuse the somewhat messy surroundings, but I've been in the midst of a major cleaning and organizational project, and I'm just reaching the point where I am burnt out and need a break. Hopefully that point doesn't last for more than a week. Alright. Regarding weight loss, dieting, maintaining. Here's the ding dong. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with the whole thing. Again, if you're watching this totally out of context, the whole reason I blog is because I started blogging while as a motivation and a kind of documentation of my rather massive postpartum weight loss. I lost 70 pounds 2.5 years ago. About 50 of that had been due to pregnancy. So people who've been pregs and don't lose their weight, not everyone loses that weight. That's not like, you know, plenty of people are fat because they had kids. Deal. Alright, anyway. And totally successful. You know, wasn't even intending to lose that much weight. Bonus. You know what I mean? I got in the group, I figured things out for myself. I finally figured out things that I never knew. And it wasn't because I haven't been nutritionally aware and conscious and, you know, I mean, I think I was stuck in the rut that many people are in where you just obsess so much about dieting or weight loss that you just miss the whole point. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can kind of take over your life in an incredibly negative way, and then that becomes sabotage. So I didn't do it that way. I did it the right way. It worked. And felt great. Life going great. Yada yada. Hello, princesses. But life happened, and I failed to continue following my plan. I had lost the weight and kept it off for, I don't know, like 1.5 years or something. And then I had a lot of life changes and a lot of stress, and some things that made it difficult for me to work out, some things that made it just, you know, easier for me not to, too. You know, both. And I totally got off my program. And in the beginning, I wasn't gaining weight right away, and I was feeling a little cocky about it, like I had mastered the whole system. And that is where I think most of us go wrong. And before you know it, you are, you know, on your road uphill. And so now here I am, trying again. And this time, I'm not done. I know I can take it off. I do know that I finally figured out exactly what works for me. You know, what isn't too much, what I can do without getting caught into like an obsessive mind game. And how to think about it that way. I think it's also helpful that I know I can do it now. And I also have learned that I'm happier doing it than I am not doing it. And I think that is the big place to get to. It's not just, am I happier thinner? Yes. But I'm actually happier making the right choices every day to either be getting thinner or to maintain a state than I am not making right choices. Because when you're not making the right choices, you know you're not, and you're doing it on some level on purpose to make yourself feel bad, you know. And so the very nature of doing the right thing means that you're going to be feeling much better about yourself. And that, people, is worth the whole thing. And that's the thing you don't know until you start to do it. That's the part you can't quite grasp until you connect into the process. So now I've had all this time off, not following the program, feeling bad about myself, and it's just a reminder of how legitimate that really is. Whoa, lots of blankets are going out. All right. All right. So, you know, I feel good about it. Like, why did I wait this long to do it? You know, everybody, you have your own things. You have your own things you got to do. You work out your own sabotaging and figure out what's going on with yourself. And for me, I think I got overwhelmed once I hurt myself in particular. I got overwhelmed with how far I had to go to get back, and I was feeling frustrated, and that set off the wrong mindset. You have to approach it, I mean, I do think you have to, it doesn't work until you get positive, that you can turn the situation into a positive for yourself, that and view it as like a positive life-changing, or even just enjoy the aspects of what you're doing. And I think like trying to hone in on the fact that you feel proud of yourself is a huge change for most of us. So, alright, you can take them all later, that's fine. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I had some things that, and I do think, you know, when you're in the right mode, there's nothing that can stop you from doing it. There's no excuse. And when you're in the wrong mode, every excuse seems legitimate. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in the right mode, being on vacation doesn't stop you. I mean, like, you still want to be healthy. You still feel better healthy. You still, and like, when you're in the wrong mode, you think you need to take your, you know, like, you can't possibly address this till you get back from vacation. And that's just real life, you know. So.
All the young princesses blankets. See? Look at my baby princesses blankets.
Yeah.
It's also
and I think there's also a learning curve in terms of maintenance that I failed to grasp, and this is hopefully going to help me stick to the task. Just like everything else. Like, I recently wrote a post about Mr. F and going off meds. It's the same thing with going off of whatever you're doing to maintain your weight. For me, I need to food journal and I need to work out. And if I stop doing those things, I'm not in the game. You know, and why do you stop? Because you think you've got it mastered and you think, hey, I can actually do this and I can take days off. When you get, like, I got to a point of being so super fit that I actually could take more time off or eat more and it wouldn't be a problem because I was burning so many more calories. But it's a slippery slope. And so it worked for a little bit, and then it's easy to, like, all right, drop a little more, and then before you know it, you're completely off program and you're gaining weight.
Heavy for Ariel.
Okay. The blankets are heavy for Ariel? Okay. So I think I kind of needed to learn that like, I don't have it figured out. That what I have figured out is that I have to do it all the time. And I don't have to be rigidly counting calories. I have to be, for me, I have to be food journaling. If I'm food journaling, then I'm doing okay. I can maintain, there's something about it for me that I can just, without even counting calories, if I'm just writing down, if I'm just choosing to be accountable to myself, I stay within an appropriate amount. And I don't have to stress if I, like, you know, go out or go to a party. Like, it just somehow self-manages itself. And if I'm working out, then I know I'm feeling good about myself, and I know that I feel more empowered, and I know I'm more in control. Not only do I feel better, but I also know that, like, I'm in control of this thing, I'm working out, I can choose to work out harder today to make up for something that I did yesterday, etc., etc. So that's just kind of where I'm at, and what I'm getting back into, and in a way, I'm kind of more excited than I was last time, because I feel like I have learned a lesson, and that that I have realized I'm happier living this life than I am living a life where I'm not accountable and ultimately feeling bad about myself on some level. That it's worth the time investment, and that when I talk myself out of it, like, that isn't, it's like, you know, that's my sabotage. That's my inner thing going on. That isn't reality. So, here we go. Take two. Hopefully this time, sticking it out.